Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
Okay, non-effective, dated portlet only will be having the view and edit right. So if I want to show you into the system. So in the here when I click on permissions here. When you go to the user permission you can see lot of categories will be there. Time management, calibration, global performance, all these categories will be there. Among that the important category for controlling the permissions to the employee-related fields are. 1 is Employee Central Effective Dated Entities, that is for maintaining the effective dated portlet. And then you have Employee Data. And third one is the Employee View. So when I want to show you the non-effective dated portlet in Employee Data. When you go to the employee data you can see here it is only having the view permission or the edit permission. Okay, so even the employee data for this permission role. Whatever is the permission role I have taken as a system admin. So for this system admin, if I take some permission, if I am giving a permission to the view or to the edit, I can able to maintain for non-effective dated perm employee data. Okay, if it is the effective dated portlet, then I will do it from Employee Central Effective Dated Entities. So when I go into Employee Central Affected Entities you can see View, Current View, History. Edit, Insert, Correct, Delete all this. So when you are giving a permission, that tab or that button will be start reflecting in that particular permission role for that particular user. Okay, so that can be controlled from the EC effective date. So now you can see when you go here for the personal information. All the fields will be showing here. So in case, if you are creating any custom field also under this portlet, and if the field is not reflecting in the home page in the employee profile. So what is the reason? Because we have not given the permission or the permission will not be granted. That is the reason that particular fields are not reflecting in the UI. Okay, so this is the difference between Employee Central Effective Dated, that is, for maintaining the history and everything, and employee data that is only used to maintain the view permission and the edit permission. Any questions here? But coming to here into the setting up any permission roles to the effective, rated and non-effective. See effective rated and non-effective rated portlets. These are some functional terms. When we interact with the customer and customer gives some requirements, a change request or something they will never specify that it is for. It is effective or it is non-effective. They will specify for this particular section, like for personal information or contact information or address information. They want to have some custom fields. Okay, and they will say that this field, whenever, time to time, we also need that we should have a history of this field to be maintained in that portlet. Okay, so we should be clear that that portlet, whichever the customer is referring, that has a behavior of maintaining the history or not. First of all. Second thing, when you are creating a custom field on a non-effective rated portlet, and there you only have the permission of a view and edit. Okay, so now, when you want to give some further permissions, that is not controlled from the RVP. For that, In the future classes I will also take you through a concept called business rule, where some permissions, when we are not able to control from the RVP, it can be controlled for the help of a business rule. Okay, so here when we go and see for the employee data and EC effective rated, we can see the comparison, that EC effective rated, where you can maintain the history of the records time to time, and employee data. We cannot be able to maintain the history. Okay, either you can give a view permission or you can give a edit permission. So it will just overwrite it, okay. The third one is the employee view. So this is also clear. The third one is the employee view. So, coming to the employee view, it enables the view access to the people profile or to the employee profile. So okay, it will only give you the view access. View access means what? When you go back into the system and when you go back into the employee profile. And in the employee profile I told you these sections. So if you want to control these sections, you only can control with the help of a view permission. How you can control this access for ESS, for MSS, for HR. So for employee you want. Whenever the employee open his profile, you want the employee should only get the personal information, employment information. Okay, and the compensation but other tabs. It should not be reflecting in the profile. So that can be controlled with the help of the permission category called employee view. So in employee view what it says. It enables the view access to the people profile or to the employee profile in the employee file. So here you can have a view permission only. So in the system how you can able to go and see it when you go back here. And when you go here into the employee view you can see, only view permissions are there. You can enable the view or you can able to disable it for that particular permission. Okay, so is it clear for the employee view also? Yes, yes. Okay. So why I stressed more into this easy, effective data, employee data and the employee view? Because mostly the permissions and the requirements comes which is related to the employee-related employee profile only. Okay, so everything revolves around these categories when you are working in the RPP. Okay, as a support consultant. If you are an implementation consultant also, you will be setting up all the requirements which is related to these categories and to the definitely to the other categories, like related to the calibration time, performance management, goal management. That also will be there. So again coming back into my Excel. So further going down. So here, when you have seen these categories. So now, when I want to set up a permission role. Okay, how I will go and set up a permission role, by creating a name and description for a permission role, clicking on the permission setting. Clicking on the permissions. Under the user permission depends upon what are the permissions you want to give to this permission role. Okay, you can see. Lot of categories are there. So when you want to do the testing for yourself. Okay, so I would prefer that go and use the standard categories. That is easy. Effective data and employee data. So when you go here into the easy effective data, you can see view current edit history. All these permissions are there. Okay. So when you are setting up a permission for you while doing the testing, you only initially go and give the permission as a view. Current. Okay, don't give the permission for the edit and history and the correct. Only give the permission to the view current. So when you are giving a permission to the view current, what will happen when you open employee profile? Okay, these options which should not be there. Okay, and it should not be editable. Okay, it should be in the view mode. Okay. Okay, only you have a view permission. Okay, that is one thing. Secondly, after setting up, similarly the same thing. You need to do it when you go and selecting for the employee data. When you go and select for the employee data here, also don't select the this one, what you call edit option. Only give the view option. Okay, and just try to save it. Okay, after saving it, when you click on done, the same thing will be reflecting here. Can you see here below it will be whatever the permissions which you are selecting, that permissions will be start populating here. For each categories. You can see. Okay, so this is a super admin, so that is the reason all categories will be showing. So when you are selecting initially for testing, you only give the view permission. You can see. After giving the view permission, you scroll down for the third section. What is the third section here? Grant this role to. So when you go here, grant this role to, this is the third section. So grant this role to specifies the granted population and the target population. Okay, so now when I click on the edit granting here. The other click add. I am clicking on because it has already been created. Okay, so once you go into the click on add or existing one, it will take you into this page. Where you can say, define whom you want to grant this role to that we have specified as a granted population right. This we have specified as a granted population, if you see here. Right, this one first one. Okay, whom do you want to grant this role? Okay, that specifies the granted population. Okay, so when you want to grant this role to a group or to a particular role. So either you can specify to a permission group or to the standard role. So these are the standard roles. Manager, Matrix Manager, HR Manager, all these are the standard roles.